And welcome back to another live stream. And today we are in Tehran. Out of all the places, not a good place to be these days, unfortunately. And here we are in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are at Mehrabad International Airport, although it's used primarily for domestic domestic routes. Let me just turn up the volume a bit. Just make it louder. My microphone volume is not louder. Okay, I hope everybody can hear me. So yeah, Mehrabad is used for domestic flights, while Imam Khomeini Airport is used for international flights, as far as I know. But my information may be old, so let's just pan our view. Here's the Air Force apron, because it used to be an Air Force base prior to becoming a civil aviation airport. And let me just zoom out. I've set the time to back to like this. The current time might be like 9 o'clock or 8:30 or something like that, or 7:30 in Tehran, but I've set it to like 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock, sometime in the afternoon. So it's a 1 hour 30-minute or 40-minute flight to Kish Island. Kish Island is sort of a used to be, I don't know what the future holds, free trade zone in the Persian Gulf. It's an island, and they've got shopping malls, and they have a nice big international airport. So yeah, we're going from the north to the south, slightly south east, yeah, all the way down to Kish. And here we are in a Fenix A320 with the Iran Air livery. So there you have it. I don't understand Persian, but I can understand what Bainul Milli means. Bainul Milli means international. Mehrabad is the airport. So Firodga, I think that would be airport. So, and as it says over here, Mehrabad National Airport. Right. So I hope GSX works. I've just done the live update. And if you jump into the cockpit, right, internet is a bit slow in my region, in Pakistan, so stream might not go that smoothly. Let's import the SimBrief flight plan, very important. It did not give me a timing or departure thingy error. Okay, and I hope my voice is clear. I just set it to, I don't know why this does it. It's OBS Studio. Right. To close this. Right. That's better. So yeah, dismiss. So it's a bit late. Internet's lagging a bit. Okay. So ignition switches are normal. Master switches, ignition selector is normal. Master switches are off. Weather radar is off. And landing gear lever is down. And the wipers are off. How about the batteries? Turn them on. And the external power. Get the oxygen supply on. Run control. Let's get the lighting done. Beacon to auto. We don't need the logo lights. That's all the external lights. Exit lights armed. Have they updated the sounds? Because I can hear some whining sound that I didn't hear before. Let me turn up the volume. Right. So if I touch the volume slide, it makes the gain back to. Okay. Let me percent. Right, that works. Right, with that done, we can get the passengers loaded. We'll be carrying 120 passengers. I wanted to keep the aircraft light. I want to get there as soon as possible. 120 passengers, 2100 kilograms of cargo. Must be the baggage only. So load aircraft, GSX boarding and refueling. Yep, let us do its stuff. I don't think any other aircraft in MSFS has fully integrated itself with, is integrated with GSX, because in the PMDG you have to set the fuel yourself in the FMC through the tablet. I think it's the FMC. Okay, let's get the standby ADI to uncage this. Right, and APUs will come on in a minute. Let me turn the ADIRSs to nav. I always wait for the on-bat light to come on. I don't know whether it's necessary or not, but I've got this from the TOLIS A319. I mean, it was in their instruction manual that you have to wait for the on-bat light before you turn on the next. So, oops, my mouse wheel isn't behaving. So that takes care of the ADR pushback tug. No, not yet. Annunciator panel, overhead light. Test annunciator lights. Seems to be fine. Can go back to bright. My mouse wheel is totally gone. Need to get a new mouse. Here we are. They've attached the fuel hose to the hydrant. And here comes the passengers. Slightly, the profile isn't working. They're coming out of the jetway. Let me go to the drone camera. You can see this in a more stable. Well, look at it from here. It doesn't make it seem that bad, but they're definitely jumping out from the jetway. Let me increase the speed of the drone camera. That much should be fine. And rotation speed is low. Let me increase the rotation speed to Okay, controls. There we go. See that? So yeah, the path through the jetway isn't properly updated or properly aligned. They're coming out of the jetway. That's fine. Right. Let's get back into the cockpit. Let's get some boarding music. There we go. Mouse wheel is good. Right, so there we go.
خداوند بخشنده مهربان. روز بخیر خانم‌ها و آقایان. با درود به روانه‌ها که بنیانگذار جمهوری اسلامی ایران رحمت الله علیه، شهدای گرانقدر انقلاب اسلامی از طرف هواپیمایی جمهوری اسلامی ایران هما، خلبان‌های افتاده حال و تمامی همکارانم در این گروه پروازی شماران هواپیمای ایرباس 330 خوش آمد می‌گویم.
Back to the door page.
شماره پرواز 710 و مقصد ما تهران فرودگاه امام خمینی میباشد.
Oh,
Okay, so we are Iran Air 1436. Cost index very high, 40. Cruise altitude is 35,000 feet, so flight level 350. Let's go back to here. Let me get the Navigraph charts on screen, if I can do that. Can't do that. Did that. No, not allowing it to do that. Let me add another window capture in OBS. Okay. Doesn't allow me to select Navigraph. Give me a minute. No. Not allowing me to. So in any case, I'll go to the EFP in the tab and show you guys what the OFP is. So we are going to be cruising at 350, flight level 350, and then at Peckham there's a step climb to 370. So we can put that. And what's the temperature? Flight log. At top of climb, minus 55. So does that match? Minus 55. Sorry, formatter. Ground temperature 9. Quite cold. Okay, flight plan. We'll be taking off from runway 11 right. And our SID is Lucy 1 Delta. Let me have a look at my flight plan. Where's my flight plan? Flights. Lucy 1 Delta. Yes, Lucy 1 Delta. Set. And then we'll be landing at Kish at runway 27 using the Al 1 Quebec arrival. Runway 27. So there's 9 right, 9 left. 27 right. VOR, VOR. There's only an ILS approach for runway 09. Okay, so we are 27 left. So we'll be using VOR 27 left. Elno 1 Quebec. Elno 1 Quebec. Transition and wires puts the wires itself. Okay. Set temporary. It's a long route. Okay, so after Kish, let me have a look at this on the charts app. How does this all look? So after, if I do 27 left, 27 left, VRDME, 27 left. If I do D90. Okay, doing D90, so it's coming from the opposite side. Final, it's just this. And D90, D910, okay, so I'll have to do a vector. Yeah, radar vectors to D90, okay, fine, that's fine. So we'll leave it this, leave it at this, discontinuity will leave it at that. And right. Secondary flight plan, copy the active. And right, RadNav, it's already tuned into Tehran. RadNav, strip, NFB page. Is the boarding done? Oh, we're still loading baggage. Pretty slow. Okay. That's, I think, the last card. 75%. Okay. Right. I need the final load sheet. That's done. Okay. Okay. Boarding is now complete. And we can get the final load sheet. This is initial, preliminary, good. Final is rear fuel weight 55.7 tons and 32.7. So init B 55.7 and 32 point, what was it? 7. Block fuel is 8.3. 8.3. And we can get we can add either the wind component here, or we can go to the flight plan or init page, init A, get the wind forecast, and that will override that data. Right, climb winds, and the next phase, cruise winds. What do we have to request each time? I don't know. Okay. Wind data done. Init B. And right. Do I need to go to the OFP and have a look at the fuel summary, FINRES plus alternate 2. That's almost 3. Final is 3.0 minimum destination. I think that's right. Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. We won't be going to Doha or Bahrain. Yeah, that's the alternate. Right, and what's our back to the charts app? I can't show you the charts app on the screen because OBS won't let me select the window. So there we go. Let me try again if I can get the window capture to work this time. Application capture. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that. Narrow charts. Well, let's try that. It doesn't allow me to do that. Don't allow me to do that. No. Okay. Window capture, video capture, text capture, source. No. I'll try window capture one more time. Here we go. Niagara charts. There we are. Good. So we are loaded with the passengers, and we'll be taking off from runway 11 right here and going on the Illusi 1 Delta departure. So let's get into the charts. I've used the annotation feature of Navigraph charts. We are parked here at stand gate number 202. We will be pushing back nose right and taking taxiway Alpha all the way to Alpha 8 and then Bravo 8, crossing the threshold of runway 11 left and then on to runway 11 right. I'll just mark this for reference for the departure heading, although I don't need this in the Airbus. And yeah, for the SID briefing, it's simple. No, well, actually not that simple. This is the Illusi 1 Delta. We climb initially at an altitude of 8,000 feet. The airport is already at 3,965, almost 4,000 feet. So we'll be climbing another 4,000 feet till we reach DME 12.0 at Tehran. Then we turn right. Not before that. Not before DME 12.0 for Tehran DME. And then we turn right. And by the time we overfly the VOR, Tehran VOR, we should be above 13,000 feet. And after that it's to Illusi and cleared to, climb to cleared flight level, which will be 35,000 feet. And that's the departure and taxi briefing. Let me put this away. Now let me go inside. Let me put in the step climb. How do you do that? Beckham, vertical revision. No, that's a lateral revision. Vertical revision, alter speed constraints, step alts. Step alts. Altitude is 370. Waypoint is no. Erase. Step alts. 370 / Beckham. Like that. Insert it. We should get step climb after Beckham. 370, right. So we go to the plan mode. can have a look. Lucy. After Lucy, because let's get back to the airport. Step up. Lucy. Doesn't show me the full. Beckham, top of climb, and then Beckham. The step climb, that's the, yep. And then top of descent, no, not top of descent. Top of descent comes after Gupta, that one. Did I see it? Top of descent after Peckham also? No. Right, and let's go back to ARC. And let's go up a bit. Intercept. Why isn't it showing the roundabout thingy? It's going direct to Lucy. It's not doing as coded. After Tehran, 1 to 12 DME, it should go to TRN. So, yep, I'll add that. Next waypoint is TRN. TRN. That's the closest one. Yeah, this is the one. 2 nautical miles. So where did it go? I mean, it's part of the. I don't know what's doing that. Okay, fine. It won't do that. So that's the nav data. We've done the MCDU setup. This RIPS secondary flight plan done. Performance remains right. Perf. Take up performance. Progress. Perf. It's a long runway. Dry. Why won't it sing live weather? No metro available. Okay, no metro available. Let me check with my vPilot client if I have metro for Mehrabad. Nope, no metro. So if I do the NSIM, it's QNH 1014. So that's what we have with the B key. 1014, 1014. There you go. Temperature's 9. Into that. Winds can be. Let me go to the SimBrief website. Maybe they have an updated METAR. They have QNH 1013, 1208 knots, and it's -9, not 9. No, it's 14. And I saw. What's the temperature outside? It's 10. 10. So let's go back. 10. Oh, 10. 10. And let's put in some bins from 1 to 0. 03. Enter that. Calculate. Oh, isn't it bright? Let me go into sim settings, brightness. Stop margin, lots of stop margin. Okay, send it MCDU. Flex temperature 55. Flaps 2. Why do you need flaps 2? Such a long runway. No. Flap config 1 plus F. Calculate. And that lowers the flex temperature. Send that to MCDU. Right. 151, 152, 152, 53, down 0.4. Okay. So that's that. Performance done. Now we can set up the FCU. We are clear to flight level 350. That's all we need to add, and yeah, that's it. About time we started pushing back. We're late for departure. As always with me, I'm always late for departure. So, right. Let's get the tow truck. Let's get the jetway to move us away. Open jetway. And in the Phoenix, if you just turn on the beacon light, that takes care of everything. Removes the ground services, starts the pushback procedure and everything. And see, everything's going away. That makes it quite easy. I did not do the APU fire test. I did not do the oxygen test.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Okay. And yeah.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking in.
Okay. Ignition to start. TCAS auto. I mean transponder auto, not TCAS. Whatever it is. And push back. And nose right. Southeastern taxiway Echo 4.
Release parking brakes, please.
And right, well, just give me a minute before start checklist. Cockpit preparations done, gear pin signs on, auto, adheres nav. Fuel quantity 8.2, I guess, by now 8.2, almost 8.3. Takeoff radar set, bearer reference set. Request start clearance, doors closed, slides armed. Ecam door plate checked. Let's check that. Oh, that's done. Tug is now connected, thrust lever is idle, yeah, everything's done. Right, start the timer. And release the parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines
And we are pushing back.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
Control 4, Control 6. I did not turn on the APU bleed, even though how could I forget that? Control 6, there you go. Engine 1, I should have turned on engine 2, but doesn't matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320 aircraft. Thank you.
وقت بخیر خانم ها و پیشگاه شهدای اسلام و شما مسافرین گرامی.
Please set parking brakes.
سطح هواپیمایی جمهوری اسلامی
Waiting
ایران
your confirmation
همان
for a good engine start.
باز در هواپیمایی جمهوری اسلامی ایران مهمترین اصل است. مهمانداران برای حالات اضطراری مختلف کاملا آموزش دیدند. لطفاً با دقت به دستورات ایشان توجه فرمایید.
We are pleased to welcome you on board Iran Air, the airline of Islamic Republic of Iran aircraft. Safety is of the most importance in all Iran Air flight. Our cabin crew are well qualified to carry out all emergency procedures. Please pay full attention to the cabin crew instructions.
قرار دهید. لطفاً از درست قرار گرفتن بال خود مطمئن شوید. هیچ یک از وسایل خود را در راهروها و مقابل راههای خروجی قرار ندهید.
Your hand luggage must be stowed in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. Please ensure that it does not fall out. Make sure the rows and exits remain clear and free of any objects.
کمربند ایمنی هنگام برخاستن و نشستن هواپیما و زمانی که چراغ کمربندها را ببندید روشن است باید بسته باشد. کمربند ایمنی به این صورت بسته، محکم و باز می شود.
Cockpit to ground.
کمربند
We have a
نازی
good engine start.
توسط
You can
مهمانداران در
disconnect.
اختیار شما قرار خواهد گرفت. هنگام استراحت کمربند ایمنی را به گونه‌ای ببندید که قابل رویت باشد.
The seatbelt must be securely fastened during takeoff and landing, and whenever the fasten seatbelt sign is switched on. The seatbelts are fastened, tightened, and unbuckled like this. Infant safety belts will be provided by the cabin crew. It is recommended to keep your seatbelt fastened all the times and secure it over your blanket while sleeping.
در صورت کاهش فشار هوای داخل کابین، ماسک‌های اکسیژن از محفظه بالای سر شما به صورت خودکار پایین خواهد افتاد. فوراً یکی از ماسک‌ها را به سمت خود بکشید تا اکسیژن جریان پیدا کند.
Bypass pin removed.
سپس ماسک را روی دهان و بینی خود قرار دهید. بند آن را به پشت سر خود بیاندازید و به طور طبیعی تنفس نمایید. لطفاً قبل از کمک به دیگران از درست قرار گرفتن
Flight control
ماسک
check.
مطمئن شوید.
If there is a sudden decrease in the cabin pressure, the oxygen masks will drop automatically down from the overhead panel. Pull one of the masks down to activate the oxygen flow. Place it over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band over your head and breathe normally. Before helping others, make sure your own mask is well adjusted.
Flight control done.
برای حفظ ایمنی در شرایط
Flaps
اضطراری مناسب با وضعیت خود یکی از این حالت‌ها را بگیرید.
In case of an emergency landing or ditching, take one of the recommended safety positions as shown.
صندلی‌های این هواپیما مجهز به جلیقه نجات می‌باشند. هنگام فرود اضطراری روی آب آن را از محفظه مخصوص بیرون آورده به سر کرده و بپوشید. بند آن را جلو آورده به قلاب وصل نموده و بکشید تا محکم شود. بلافاصله پس از ترک هواپیما جلیقه نجات را با کشیدن این دو دستگیره باند کنید. چنانچه جلیقه باد نشد، با دمیدن در لوله ها آن را باد نمایید.
In the event of landing over water, there is a life vest at every seat. When instructed to do so, open the cover and remove the vest. Slip it over your head, pass the straps around your waist, and adjust at the front. To inflate the vest, pull the red cord firmly. Only
Mehrabad
when
traffic,
leaving the aircraft.
Iran Air
If you need to
1436,
fill the
taxiing
vest,
to runway
blow
11
into
right
the
via
mouthpieces.
Echo 4 Alpha, Alpha 8 and Bravo
در
8.
این هواپیما 8 راه
Mehrabad
خروجی
traffic.
در دو سمت کابین در قسمت‌های جلو، وسط و عقب قرار دارد. لطفاً در اولین فرصت نزدیکترین راه خروجی به صندلی خود را شناسایی کنید. ممکن است نزدیکترین راه خروج پشت سر شما باشد. هنگام تخلیه اضطراری، چراغ‌های کنار صندلی یا نوارهای کف هواپیما شما را به سمت راه خروجی هدایت می‌کنند. درهای هواپیما مجهز به سرسره یا قایق نجات می‌باشد. شما می‌توانید محل دقیق راه‌های خروج اضطراری را در کارت‌های ایمنی مشاهده کنید. هنگام تخلیه اضطراری تمامی وسایل خود را در هواپیما باقی گذاشته، کفش‌های پشت بلند را درآورید و با سرعت به سمت نزدیکترین راه خروجی که مهمانداران شما را هدایت می‌کنند حرکت کنید.
There are 8 emergency exits on the aircraft, located on each side of the cabin, at front, at the center, and at the rear. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exits. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, emergency seat mounted light or emergency escape
Are we on a
path
runway?
marking.
We're not on a runway, are we? Is this the runway, the taxiway? Should be the taxiway.
Please remove high-heeled shoes during evacuation.
استعمال دخانیات و استفاده از سیگار الکترونیکی در پرواز ممنوع می‌باشد. همچنین دستشویی‌های هواپیما مجهز به دستگاه هشدار دهنده دودیاب خودکار است.
Smoking is prohibited throughout the aircraft and laboratories are equipped with smoke detectors. You cannot use any electronic cigarettes either.
استفاده از وسایل الکترونیکی روی زمین هنگام برخاستن و نشستن هواپیما به علت ایجاد اختلال در سیستم‌های ناوبری مجاز نمی‌باشد.
Come on, it's very
توازن
sticky.
می‌کنیم در طول پرواز تمامی دستگاه‌های الکترونیکی و تلفن همراه خود را در حالت پرواز قرار داده و یا خاموش نمایید.
The use of electronic devices is not allowed during taxi, takeoff, and landing, as they may affect the aircraft's navigational system. During flight, all your electronic devices and mobile phones must be in flight mode or turned off.
کارت دستورالعمل‌های ایمنی در جیب جلوی صندلی شما قرار دارد. لطفاً آن را مطالعه فرمایید. مهمانداران قبل از برخاستن و نشستن هواپیما کابین را بررسی خواهند کرد. مطمئن شوید بار دستی شما در راهروها و جلوی راه‌های خروجی قرار ندارد. زیرپایی و میز مقابل خود را ببندید. پشتی صندلی خود را به حالت عمودی برگردانید. کمربندهای ایمنی را بسته نگه دارید و پرده پنجره کنار خود را باز نگه دارید.
Please read the safety card which is in the seat pocket in front of you. The cabin crew will make the final check of the cabin before takeoff and landing to make sure that all aisles and exits are clear. Your seats are upright. Your seat belts are securely fastened. Your footrests and trays are stowed and window blinds raised.
از اینکه هواپیمای جمهوری اسلامی ایران را برای سفر خود انتخاب نموده اید سپاسگزارم و پرواز بسیار لذت بخشی را برای شما آرزو می‌کنم.
Thank you for choosing Iran Air and wish you have a pleasant flight.
Right,
Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
quite late.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you. So Before takeoff checklist, flight controls are checked, flight instruments are checked. Turn this on right. Turn this to 1 o'clock position. PFD, ND, ECAM, terrain ND, predictive wind shear, auto, weather radar can go to system 1. I'm slowing down a bit. Need more thrust. It's been 11 minutes since pushback. Turn of lights on. And we'll do the rest when we get to the threshold. Are we going the wrong way? Because the arrow said this way. I think we've taken the wrong way. Must be another procedure for taxiing, I guess. Slow down. Are we at Alpha 8? Bravo 8? Bravo 8. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Braking, 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 braking. And brake, 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 brake. And right. Auto. Okay. Before we move on to the runway, Tara. Move to Tara. Mehrabad traffic, Iran Air 1436, crossing runway 11 left for lining up on runway 11 right. Mehrabad traffic. Oops, a bit big stutter. Another braking, braking, braking. Okay. Where are we? We were on the runway. We were on the runway. We crossed onto the wrong runway. Turn around. Turn around. I knew we were on the runway. The taxiway was over there. Oh, come on. Sorry for the delay, passengers. We backtracked on runway 11 left. Lack of situational awareness. Right, we'll take this for takeoff, although we are at a higher altitude. We have enough stop margin. We'll take this intersection. I just didn't realize it. I thought I was in taxiway Alpha. That was the runway. And all this time I was thinking I was on taxiway Alpha. There we go. Okay, oops. That should be enough. What a good lineup. Okay. Takeoff. So V1 VR 15115. Let's go to the perf page. 151, 152, 152. Fuel quantity and ATC is set. Yeah. Titara. Ecam memo no blue. That means we can take off now. Mehrabad traffic, Iran Air 1436, departing runway 11 right. Mehrabad traffic. And the chrono. 50% and 1. 40% or 50%? 50%. 50%. Stabilized at 50%. And Manflex toga. Manflex. SRS. Manflex SRS. Come on, throttle. 80 knots. Knots. It's been quite a while. Gear up. Autopilot on. Taking us on nav. Climb detent. Spoiler still on. Disarm. Sorry, we can spoiler disarmed. Nice. Turn on the nose lights. Stuttering, lots of stuttering. Right. Coming up to altitude constraint.
پیشنهاد می‌شود جهت حفظ ایمنی بیشتر تا زمانی که در صندلی خود نشسته‌اید کمربند مخصوص پرواز خود را به دلیل تکان‌های احتمالی بسته نگه دارید. همچنین می‌توانید از وسایل الکترونیکی همانند دستگاه تشخیص دید، پاسل و کامپیوتر شخصی خود بعد از خاموش شدن چراغ کمربند استفاده نمایید. Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign will be switched off shortly. For your own safety, it is recommended that you keep seatbelt loosely fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. The use of electronic devices such as laptops, CD players is permitted only after the seatbelt sign is switched off.
Yeah, standard, sorry, 9,000 feet, standard. And there's no standby ADI.
خانم‌ها و آقایان، جهت سیمنی خود لطفاً با توقف کامل هواپیما و خاموش شدن چراغ کمربندها را ببندید، صندلی خود را پرت نفرمایید. از طرف کلی همکاران در این کادر پروازی اقامت خوشی را برای شما آرزو می‌کنم. با امید دیدار مجدد شما در پروازهای آتی هواپیمایی جمهوری اسلامی ایران آماد. متشکرم. Ladies and gentlemen, for your own safety, please remain seated till the aircraft comes to a runway stop and the flight and signal sign is switch off. On behalf of this crew, I wish you a pleasant day. It's been a pleasure having you on board, and we shall look forward to flying this weekend in the near future.
Snow-capped mountains, Elbrus Mountains. I think we're safely up above the terrain, so we can let the passengers go. There we go. Set the volume to right. So as expected, there's no ATC. I hope we had some volunteers in Iran are safe, and and the families too, and all the other people. Let me go back to the drone camera. Nightbot's on if you want to check the route, or the simulator commands, they're on. Let me test them. So exclamation mark and route, type it in. Should be giving me a route soon. Come on, Nightbot. Nightbot's online. Oh, there it is. We have a lake here. Nice. Right, we've cleaned up the aircraft. We have departed 26 minutes ago. Oh, not 26 minutes ago. Took off 10 minutes ago. And now, let me have a look at the climb. After takeoff done. Takeoff, mode selector, ground spoilers. Fine. Check the landing elevation outbound. So here's the end of our SID, although it did not fly it according to the charts. I don't know why it's programmed like this in the box. Although you're supposed to take a right hand turn at 12 DME from the VOR, but we did not. We flew straight to Lucy, so don't know why. So coming up to 25,300 feet. Yep. So just to give you guys an idea where we are, let me bring back the Navigraph charts window. And let me zoom out. See, we were supposed to turn right, fly back over Tehran VOR, and then go down to Lucy, but we're already almost at Lucy. So we are still in northern Iran. That's the Caspian Sea. Well, what about that lake? There's a lake here on our right. Can we see that in the chart? No. This is the scenery. And here's Peckham, where we will be climbing to flight level 370. Okay. And then it's a long flight to Kish Island. Here's Kish Island. So we go over, what's this called? It's called Lavan Island. We go over this VOR and Elnol is the SID. Here we will go heading select and vector ourselves onto the final for the VOR DME onto runway 27 right, and that's the, yeah, let's see. I don't think they have any ATIS information or meta information for the entire country due to the situation. Yeah. Here's the Strait of Hormuz, and there's Muscat, and there's we have, yeah, Oman, UAE, Ras Al Khaimah. We have the base somewhere here. What's this? Al Ain. Yep, that's UAE, and you have Abu Dhabi over here somewhere. So yeah, we're still in northern Iran, and let's get rid of the window. $29,000 feet, 29,200 feet. Bugs, standby bugs. Setting them must be quite a chore. And setting the V speeds too. Still tracking Tehran VOR. Radnav? No, it's some other VOR. That's Mehrabad VOR. IK I think is Mehrabad. Last time I flew here the A300, IK was in Mehrabad. So, yep. Top of climb, step climb, and then top of climb. Yeah. Now, I don't know how the step climb works in the A320 and the A300. You're not supposed to change the FCU, but I guess we'll have to change the cleared flight level, because I don't know, in the A300 you're not supposed to, and the any builds A300 and A310 is supposed to leave the cruise altitude on the FCU, and the FMC will command a step climb wherever we've entered it. So I don't know how it works at the A320. Oh no, no. I do. I gotta get this back. Disable. Hold to adjust. Oh, can I not do the rudder? Will this work? Or will the... Come on, it's just an op? What is it? If I do this, can I still... Yeah, oops, autopilot off? Oh no, Don't freak out. Okay, so nothing much to do. I'll be taking a 10-minute break after we reach, after Peckham. After Peckham. Trying to play with the seat. Let's get up. Is it a Tara? It's on Tara. No. Tara. Right. Coming up to cruise altitude. That's good. And set the FCU to 37,000 feet. Just want to see what does the step climb. Normally A320s don't do step climb. It's not a long haul aircraft, but on this medium-ish route I guess you can. Oh, not this. That's too dim. Right. Off. Dim. How many miles to Peckham? 17. Step climb, top of climb. There you're trying to capture the fix. Bit of a lateral offset. There we go. And here comes the step climb. We're already 82% N1. $370, there we go. On this FCU. Is this? We're not on the. Disconnected from the network. Okay, I'm having internet issues, and maybe VATSIM is also having connectivity issues, but let's see now. We are. Why isn't it climbing? Nope. 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 Maybe I should have left the FCU at no. Managed. Progress. Cruise 370. Let's do that. Does it do anything? It does. And we're climbing. How nice. No, we're not. Not even climbing. We have to do this manually. Oh. Let's do this manually. Let's go to the climb to 370. No, won't do that. Suppose it's not optimum. Suppose what's the matter with? We have a top of climb. Yep. 370. Let's do open climb, open climb, open climb. There we go. Pushing up the engines to 88% and 1. Trying to maintain the cruise speed to 70 to 60. What's the cruise speed here? From Mach, speed Mach. Open the speed. 265. 265. There's some clouds. That's the weather radar. It's a nice screenshot taken. Are those the Zagros Mountains? I need to study how to make the A320 climb, do a step climb. So yeah. Now I can take a break, all cruise. If I go back into managed, Yeah, because it's cruise. It's already cruise. So yeah, cruising altitude. And now everybody, I'll take a break to go to the washroom. I have to drink some water. Yep. Like that. Like that. I'll leave you with the outside view, the drone camera view. Hopefully. Right, I'm back from the break, not the brink. So yeah, let me adjust my mic and let's get into the cockpit. For those who just joined in, this is a flight from Tehran to Kish Island in the Persian Gulf. 1 hour 30 minutes flight roughly. And apart from the 20-minute delayed takeoff and me backtracking on the parallel runway 11 left and thinking it was taxiway Alpha when in fact it was runway 11 left, and then I actually crossed the threshold of 11 right and went onto the opposite side of the airport, so I had to come back, turn around and line up on the runway. So that was the only abnormal event that took place. Other than that, yeah, one thing I noticed, that Navigraph data doesn't match with the charts for the Ilusi 1 Delta SID departure, because what's coded in the McDo is not the same as shown in the charts. So yeah, other than that, it's been an uneventful sort of boring flight, but I wish there were less clouds. You can see the terrain more clearly. Normally there aren't any clouds, but maybe it's a season these days, I guess. So let's have a look where we are. Let me bring the chart back. Charts app. And we are at, what's this point? Asnet. Coming up to, I guess that's Shiraz. Shiraz, yep. Shiraz, we are DME, so the city of Shiraz must be close by. If I'm not mistaken, one of the very first air bases that Grumman built for the F-14 when they had the F-14 deal with Iran was in Shiraz. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure. But in any case, that's all old story, that's all history then. And now we have a new reality to deal with, unfortunately. So here's the approach. I don't know how the winds are going to be at Kish. Here's Kish Island. That's Almol 1 Quebec arrival. But after that, we'll have to go directly or vector ourselves onto the final. It's a VR DME final if we want to land from this direction, runway 27. If we want to land from the other direction, then there's an ILS, but I'm not sure. There's no METAR available for the entire country, not surprisingly. Let me see. Let me check the vPilot client if there is any METAR for Kish Island. Nope, no such weather profile. So yeah, I'll have a look at the SimBrief flight. SimBrief. This winds are 2608 knots, 5000 hazy. Okay, temperature 26, QNH 1008. But obviously that's not accurately. That's not going to be accurately reflected in the sim. So right. Where's my OBS? So let's remove the charts. Let's go back to the cockpit view, and we are currently a long way off. Here we go. Anyone like X-Plane or want to see X-Plane videos? I've reinstalled X-Plane 12 after a long time. I initially installed it when I bought it, when it came out, and yeah, this is the only other time now that I've installed it. Seems to have been updated a lot, but I have an AMD graphics card now, so yeah, it runs alright, but my CPU start running hot. My AIO cooler starts ramping up, the fans ramp up as soon as I load into a scenery, into an airport in X-Plane 12. So I don't know. But if you do like to see any X-Plane videos, do let me know in the comments or the chat. And yeah. We are coming up to Shiraz. We are. Where is our top of descent? After Kapto, which will be 12:05. 12:05. What's the clock? Where's the clock? Here's the clock. Sorry, I was looking at that side. So that's in 17 plus 5. 22 minutes. 22 minutes. Right, really? 12:05. That's it. No, can't be. At 160, it's 5 minutes, 5, 10, 12. I guess it's 12, 22. No. 22 minutes. Can't be 22 minutes. We can't cross 160 nautical miles in 22 minutes. 11:48, 11:38, 12:05. Are you sure? Like in 20 minutes we'll be at the top of descent. Okay, fine. What are we tracking? And yeah, we must be tracking the Shiraz view. Or all right. Can't see anything. Should have been. I know this is supposed to be a Scenic Persian Gulf flight, but cloud, the weather. Otherwise, nicely done terrain. Southern Iran is, I think, drier than the rest of Iran. I think a large part of Iran is not that dry, especially northwestern part. You have a lot of mountainous green areas, and it's a big country, quite big country for the region compared to other countries in the region. So yeah, let's have a look. Now descent preparation says go to the eCam cruise page and check landing elevation auto. So eCam cruise page, here we are. Landing elevation auto, fine, that's fine. Weather data can't be obtained. I'll have to go, I have to make it a rough guess estimate. We have a company message, Iran Air Ops. Send ADC for 10:44 minutes. Yeah. If only we could tell the EFP that we're not flying in real time. But when do we land at? In 12:25. Is that correct? If it is, then let me set the time. Let's see what happens if I set the time. It's 3. Let's set it to. It's going to mess up the aircraft. Let's set it to 4:37. It's going to mess up all the calculation on the yeah. 4:37 p.m. So I just wanted to like arrive around dusk. There we go. We have a strong, heavy wind from the coming in from this side, from the west, southwest. I think that's what's bringing in this heavy cloud system, weather system. They do say that the clouds in FX plane look a lot better than the default 2020 clouds, but 2024 clouds I'm sure much better. I think there's also Rex Atmos or something, some add-on for the weather in 2024. But I can't have like 3 sims on my storage. These sims take up a lot of storage. Right, so enter destination data. It's not going to do that till we reach 80 nautical miles. Right, let me just start collecting the data from the Simbri flight plan. It's QNH 1008 in real life. I don't know how they get the information from. 2608 knots, temperature 26, and it's hazy, it's not Kavok. I wanted it to be Kavok. Fine. How's my stream doing? I'm having internet issues. I had to log into Simlink again. Navigraph Simlink. I don't know why. It's gonna take a while. Speed up the process by going into do menu, config, and where do I go? Controls? No, not that. No. Pause at top of descent. How do I turn on the config? I thought it was in config. Someone writing in the text. That's my, yeah. Same brief username. Okay, how do I do the maintenance? Yep, here we go. 2x and 4x. Let's see. And we're coming up to, I just wanted to come to 80 nautical miles, then I'll turn the sim rate off. So we have this cloud system, this weather system in front of us, below us, and here we go. And down we go. And reset sim rate. So as I said, we'll just have to just make a guesstimate. According to the sim brief website, if I click on Kish Island Airport, it's QNH 108. I doubt if I'll receive a METAR from the EFB because the sim. No. Is it for the entire region? I mean, even for the alternate, that's Bahrain, fine. Whatever. Temperature 260, and how many knots? 8 knots. Transition level 7,500 feet, 7,500. Let's get a look. Let's take a look at the chart, at the app. Bring that up. Where are we? We are at almost at Kupto. So VOR Zulu, runway 27. Missed approach, climb to runway 3,000 feet. So we turn over, so we are at Kish Island 117.4, approach course 271, DME 6.0, it should be at 1200 feet. That's the final approach fix, FD27. So initially we climbed to 3,000 feet, then 2,500, then 1,200 feet. Okay. And straight in landing, DA, MDA. What's the difference? Number 1. Operator policy. Okay. 6:30. So I'll enter that. Yeah. So you can cross that. But airport info. Let's have a look at the airport. We'll be coming in from 27 right. And do we have an high-speed exit? Aprons on the right side. I'll have to exit by Alpha 7 at the latest. Okay. So yeah. It's a long runway now. 11,972 feet. So right. We can go here. Red color. Like coming in from 275. Let's make a thicker line. We'll be coming in here. My free hand. And we'll exit at a Alpha 7, Alpha Charlie 5 onto April. Look at that. Not that good. And if you look at the Kish Island on the charts, which is more detailed. So after coming in from 27 right, Alpha 7, stand Alpha, take this or take Alpha all the way to Delta 1, and we can go to stand number 106. We'll have the whole island to ourselves. There'll be no one else on Watsim at least today. So yeah. Okay. So what was that MDA again? MDA was 630. So let's remove. Let's go back to 630 barrel. And yep, down to 3,000 feet. Let me have a look at the flight plan. Flight plan, L0, there's a discontinuity after Kish Island. We are 2,980, 1,320. Why is it adding 80 feet? 50 feet for the threshold. What's the landing elevation? Let me have a look at the chart. Airport elevation is 99 feet. Okay, so it's adding 50 feet. So let's just... Fine. These aren't constraints, are they? These are constraints. Right, so strobes are still on auto, yeah, so fine. Coming up to the coast. Nice. Top of descent coming up. Flight plan AirRadNav perf. I did not do the landing performance. Landing performance 27 left. Is it 27 left? 27 left. 27 left. So I marked the wrong thing on the chart. I marked it on 27 right. Yeah, 27 left. So my whole briefing was wrong. We'll be taking Bravo 7 as our exit. So let me just erase all this annotation. Select the annotation. Erase it. I'll put that on the chart if you need it, if anyone needs it. So OIBK 280, 8 knots, enter, 26, enter, QNH 1008, no, I said 1008, okay. Landing weight will be, by the time we reach there, escape. Oh, sorry. No, cancel. Oh, shh. Landing weight, I can't go back. Sorry. Just click somewhere else. Medium, low. We are, gross weight is 60,300 tons, 60.3 tons, and Yeah, we'll be burning another 1.5. So 59, 58, let's do 59 tons. 59, 59, 59, let's do that. That's good enough. That's good enough. Yeah. Even without reverses, that's good enough. Fine. And we are at the top of descent. Kish in traffic, Iran Air 1436. Starting a descent from flight level 370 to flight level 30. Kish in traffic. So we have some traffic, Saudi 55A5 Dubai, okay, and UAE 52 Dubai, okay, right near Dubai. Top of descent reached. So why aren't we should be in managed mode. Come on. Descent. More drag. Okay, here we go, more drag. Beautiful. Speeding. So high on profile, going to overspeed soon. 280 knots. Come on, there should be some overspeeding protection. Back on profile, coming up to green donut or the dot. Oh, come on. There we go. Slow down. There we go. Put away the speed brakes. No, I don't think so. Let's just bring back the speed brakes. Steep descent. Speed brakes in. There's the ND. That's Lavan Island over there. Okay, auto brake low. Go around. So go around should be perf. Next phase. Go around. Engine out acceleration 1500 plus 100. So that's fine. It takes care of that. secondary flight plan. Let's do that. Copy active. And in case we have to land from the other side, we'll do arrival from 09 Yankee, no star, no wires. That's it. Yep. Gulf is the Persian Gulf is a beautiful, has its own beauty. Is there an airfield here? There it is. It's tiny little island. Small airfield. That must be Kish. Is that Kish or is that Kish? Kish or Kish? I don't know how to pronounce it. Terrain radar can come on. On profile. Nice. Let's come down to like 1200 feet. 1200 feet. Manage mode. And set the QNH to local QNH. And let's keep it on standard. We'll do it at, maybe it is 1013. Seatbelt signs can remain there. Let's get some fixed rings around Kish Airport. Fix info. No, the other way. Lateral revision. Fix info. OIBK 27 left. And we can put in 4 nautical miles. What's the opposite of we are landing at 27 right. Just a minute. Clear that up. Yes. 27 right is 274 degrees and 094. So 094 for an extended runway center line. BK. Not 27 left and 10 nautical miles. That takes care of that. Oh, 10,000 feet. Slowing down. Line lights on. Tunnel lights on. Taxi lights. Seatbelt signs on. Slowing down. Let's just okay, and this can go down. The gain for the radar returns can go down. No. On profile.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrests down and window blinds open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, magazines that you do not want to keep. The toilets are no longer in service. Thank you.
Are we in approach mode? Nope, not approach mode yet. Let it continue. We have to go all the way to the other side. That's Kish Island. That's where we're landing. Nice big. Look at that. That's a big, huge building. Skyscraper. That's some sort of a resort. Some tankers, cruise ship. So, right, not bad. More drag, more drag. Okay, more drag. Above the profile. Kish traffic, Iran Air 1436, overflying Kish VOR and coming around for VR DME approach for runway 27 left. Kish traffic. And yep, barrow, and set it to 1013, 1013. So that's what it is. And yep, going into approach mode. 1013. So we're at the correct barometric altitude. Alright. Let's go into heading mode, and let's just keep on this heading. Reduce the vertical speed. Okay.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Thank you. And we can go down to set ourselves up to like way above the profile. We're going to extend this downwind. Kish traffic around F1436 at flight level 37, downwind for runway 27 left. Kish traffic. We can like go to flaps 2. I'm going to remove the terrain radar. Can't see the center line.
2,500.
Oh, I was supposed to be at 2,500. Altitude hold. Let's go down. Let's remain here. Let's remain here. Let's not climb. Remove the speed brakes. Remain on flap 2. It's oscillating. Base leg. This is the right base. So go down. Direct to CD27, CD27, direct to CD27, insert, there we go, overfly, and we can go down to 1200. No, engage, what about, why? I didn't, okay, fine, sorry. I did not floor it. Why floor it? I don't want to. Approach mode. Come on. Why is it doing this? Let me get it right. I want normal auto throttle. Why do I want air floor? Why? Speed to flight directors off. Control off. We're on missed approach. Shouldn't be on missed approach. We'll go back to 3,000 feet. and retry this whole thing. What about, let's go down to 3,000 feet. Shouldn't be climbing, should be descending. I will turn this off, vertical speed, off. Open descent. Let's go into hold here. So hold. Let's go into hold. Go into hold. Flight plan, how do I hold? No. Just get myself set up for what an embarrassment. See what it does. Arrival. We are going to be doing 27 left, VOR. Vias, no via. But why isn't it doing that then? Direct to CD27 set. Throttle idle. Landing lights on. Speed brake. Auto brakes low. Let's go down to 2,000 feet, 1,000 feet. Speed and managed. No, not managed. I'm going to manually set the speed to flap speed. Let's get it down to 50 knots. What's happening with this aircraft? Arm the approach mode. Did arm, up nav. Going to manage mode. Open descent, manage descent. Up nav, is that an up nav?
2,500.
Come on. Up nav, open descent. Why is it doing that? Let's just cut the descent to 1,500 feet. Wow. Okay, approach mode. Why is it commanding? Why is it commanding 200? I don't want 200. Go down to 180. What's happened to the A320? Let's see what happens. It's not performing nicely. It's not playing nice. Do away with the diagraph charts. Do away with the Simlink. Get as many programs out of the way. And let's start the replay. Start recording. Flaps final, not yet. Kish traffic, Iran Air 1436 at 10 mile final, runway 27 left. Kish traffic. Sun's in my view. Do I have a visor here? Sun visor? Anyone? Like a flaps 3 and flaps 4. We're going down. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Landing at, what's the VLS? What's our VLS? Perf VLS. Confirm approach phase. 134. So let's go there. 134. Go down to MDA 600 feet. Let's go down to app nav. Nice. We have a headwind of 7 knots. Set the V approach to 140. Approach speed to 140, that's fine. And we're ECAM no blue, lights are all on, passenger signs done. Okay, landing. It's not going to command a descent right now, is it? No, it's constrained, 1200 feet, that's why. And we're quite low. Winds are not playing nice. Windy. Here comes the brick. That's the stick. That's the brick. So we'll be descending now. And there we go. Final lap. View RDME. Approach into Kish Island. Here we go. Let me take a screenshot. Since we are below, we can do the missed approach altitude.
1000.
There we go. We'll land at 27 left. Why is it landing at 27 left? It's not landing at 27 left. Give me the bird. Flight director off. 27 left. Go down, go down, go down. Up, 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 up. Way below. Yeah, that's good. It's not nice. It's nice. Back on the center line. Pappies visible. A bit high.
200.
Keep it coming. Bit high on the profile. Bit towards the left. Right. There we go.
50, 40, 30.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come
20, retard.
on. Oh, touchdown very hard. Reverses. Welcome to Kish Island, everybody. Versus 2, we'll take the next high-speed exit. And yeah, sorry, auto brakes should be off. Took us around 1 hour 45 minutes, chrono off. Clear the flaps, track the spoilers, store the reversers. Taxi.
خانم‌ها و آقایان، جهت سه‌ایمنی خود لطفاً تا توقف کامل هواپیما و خاموش شدن چراغ کمربندها را ببندید، صندلی خود را ترک نفرمایید. از طرف کلی همکاران در این کادر پروازی اقامت خوشی را برای شما آرزو می‌کنم. به امید دیدار مجدد شما در پروازهای آتی هواپیمایی جمهوری اسلامی ایران آماد. متشکرم.
Charlie.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your own safety, please remain seated till the aircraft comes to a convoy stop and the fasten seatbelt signing switch off. On behalf of this crew, I wish you a pleasant stay. It's my pleasure having you aboard, and we shall look forward to flying this weekend in the near future.
Kish traffic runway 1436, crossing runway 27 right on taxiway Charlie. Kish traffic. Is it Charlie? It's Charlie.
خانم‌ها و آقایان، جهت سه‌ایمنی خود لطفاً تا توقف کامل هواپیما و خاموش شدن چراغ کمربندها را ببندید، صندلی خود را ترک نفرمایید. همکاران در این کادر پروازی اقامت خوشی را برای شما آرزو می‌کنم. به امید دیدار مجدد شما در پروازهای آتی هواپیمایی جمهوری اسلامی ایران آماد. متشکرم.
Can I keep the landing lights on for the replay?
For your own safety, please remain seated till the aircraft comes to a convoy stop and the fasten seatbelt signing switch off. On behalf of this crew, I wish you a pleasant stay. It's my pleasure having you aboard, and we shall look forward to flying this weekend in the near future.
It's there. Not a nice scenery. It's bare, but still should be like better, and the approach wasn't aligned with the runway. Show the spot, it's over there. I'm not on the correct taxiway, so I mean the scenery is nice, well done, but I don't know who's at fault for the approach. The VRDMA approach for runway 27 left. Pretty nice, not bad, but I don't know how things work in MSFS. 10, where are we? Next to the 747, Mahan Air 747. 106. Let's just slow down. It's going too fast. I don't know why. Whoops. There it is. Let's just do what I have to do. Taxi off. Stand by. Right. Is it this one? It's this one. You have some guidance. There it is. That's the marshal. Okay, so female marshal, Iran. Oh, so not surprising. They can have female marshals in Iran, but normally they're covered. Done. It's fine. Set the parking brakes. I won't cut the engines because I want to start the replay. So everybody, door out wide. No, not the door. Cut it out. GSX. Cut it out. I'm not right. It's touched. I haven't even look at that. I'm restarting Go-Hotel. Okay, so everybody, welcome to Kish, and that was a flight, quite eventful. I thought it was going to be a boring flight, but I landed hard. That was nice. So, yeah, let's just cut Go-Hotel, exit Go-Hotel, exit the landing grid, and yeah, disconnect from VATSIM. Yep. Close the door. And just a minute. I have to go to AFP, ground services. Close it. Yep. And load the replay. For that I'll need to turn on the lights and take off light, strobe light, turn off lights.
You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
I'm not going to request ground services. Let's hope it doesn't crash the sim. If it does, I'm going to end the stream right here. Otherwise, let's just see.